Hello Internet, and welcome to another episode of BattleSpot. Again, this is continuing with the farewell week to this capture card, I suppose. Again, thank you to Duncan for letting me borrow this capture card off him. I've obviously had a lot of use from it. Hopefully, I will have, by the time you see this, hopefully I'll have found myself a capture card of my own, and hopefully this won't affect you too much. But yeah, this is just the last week of using the capture card from Duncan, I guess. So yeah, I just hope I can find another capture card. But we're gonna jump in, hopefully try and win some more games, see how this team goes. It's been doing all right. Monday's video, if you watched that, went really well actually. So go watch it if you haven't seen it already. But okay, we have one of these Trick Room Gravity teams now. So interesting. I mean, Scissor looks really nice here, apart from his Groudon. Yeah, Scissor does look nice here. So, can we not just go Lipid Scizor maybe and try and Swords Dance up? It can only take either his Kangaskhan or Mawile. Lipid. I think Lipid is the way to go here. Scizor leading. Or not leading. I don't know, Lipid Brillium could work maybe. Maybe not. No, we'll go with Scizor. I think we do want Kyogre definitely in the back. And maybe Breloom. Maybe Breloom is the way to go here. Yeah, we'll go with Breloom. It does okay against both of his Megas. Does well against Kyurem as well. Can Mach Punch it. I've got the Focus Sash. If he does get Trick Room up, we are slower as well. So there's that too. So yeah, we'll see. This is going to be interesting. Meowstic Mawile. Okay. Well, I suppose that's a good job we didn't lead with Breloom then, because it's probably got Safeguard. But unfortunately, Scizor is dropped to -1 now. Yeah, so we can Swords Dance. I think we have to fake out the Mawile and Swords Dance. Yeah, we're offering the Trick Room 2 in here, which is a little bit annoying, but and he's bound to have a Mental Herb as well. But I need to be wary about winning the Weather, I suppose. Scizor can be, obviously protected from fire attacks from his Groudon, but I don't want his Groudon to, get a swagger onto it. +2 Precipice Blades will just knock out my Kyogre, so I do need to be wary about all of these things. So Mawile really is probably just trying to knock out Lipid at this point. And I am expecting a Trick Room, but you could Quick Guard. Oh, okay, well, I suppose we're losing our Lipid here, so yeah, that's not good. I mean, we are at +1 now, so I suppose that play doesn't mean too much bad news for us, because it means that I can just Bug Bite him, and a +1 Bug Bite will knock out his Meowstic at this point. So yeah, so I mean, I can Bug Bite the Meowstic. If I put the Breloom out, then surely he is just going to Safeguard. He will just Safeguard, and Breloom will be almost useless. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to put Kyogre out, just to try and make him think that I don't have Breloom, just so that hopefully he won't go for a Safeguard. Also, it kind of gets him into a position where he might want to just Sucker Punch the Kyogre, because my intention here is just withdrawing the Kyogre straight into Breloom, and hopefully knocking out the Meowstic. Hopefully it's not Focus Sash, which they don't tend to be, and hopefully we'll get, we'll avoid the Sucker Punch too. So I'm just going to bring it straight out. I don't want it sitting in there either, because I don't want to lose the Weather Wall. I don't want him to just be able to bring his Groudon in, which he might bring his Groudon in now, actually. So we'll have to see. But out of all the things, I mean, I'm a bit surprised I didn't consider the Quick Guard turn 1 there, because that was a very obvious move too. I suppose when I see teams like this, I just sort of instantly think that they're number one priority is just setting up Trick Room straight away and, you know, going from there. He doesn't need to Sucker Punch, I don't think, but he is withdrawing. Is this Groudon coming in? It is Groudon coming in, okay. So, we are going to get the weather back, and hopefully this is going to knock out his Meowstic. Hopefully he's not going to Safeguard. That's my hope here, because he didn't see the Breloom. I mean, again, this is assuming that a +1 Bug Bite will knock out his Meowstic. He actually has Gravity. Well, obviously he's got Gravity, but goes for it, so not Safeguard, which I'll take. And Bug Bite, yeah, it does knock out the Meowstic. I would have been surprised if it had survived that. So, the Mawile has Mega Evolved. So, it's not going to intimidate us anymore. He's actually bringing it back in, too. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Oh, what do we want to do here? Because the Kyogre switching is very obvious, but he can take advantage of that. Do I want to let Scizor go down, or do I want to try and get a Bullet Punch onto the Mawile? I mean, my Breloom should be faster than his Mawile, so I should be able to Spore it. Should be able to. Maybe he's just going to go for a Precipice Blades here, anticipating my Kyogre 2 switch in. So I'm going to go for a Spore. A Spore onto the Groudon, and a Bullet Punch into the Mawile. So this Bullet Punch hopefully is going to do about half. Oh, he does go for a Fire Punch, so we could have brought in Kyogre there. That's nasty. I thought it was too obvious. We are putting him to sleep now, but that doesn't really mean too much because he can just swing it, switch it out, bring it back in again, and ooh, and he's won the Weather War. So what's his last Pokemon? It might be the Kyurem. If it is the Kyurem, I can Mach Punch it. I did think that Bullet Punch at +1 might be a 2-hit KO on the Mawile. Unfortunately, it isn't. And, like, I am free to just Spore the Mawile here and Scald into the Groudon slot, but I feel like I need to make a play here. The Groudon will be switching out. The Mawile probably will be protecting as well, you would imagine. Surely you would imagine. So I'm going to Spore the Groudon slot, and do I Scald the Mawile just to cover him not protecting? Or do I try and put a Kyurem into Mach Punch range? I think I'm going to Ice Beam what I think might be an incoming Kyurem. If he doesn't protect his Mawile here, then I'm not in a very good position, but it is Kyurem, but I think that surely he has to protect it, fearing a Spore. He saw just then that my Breloom was faster, and I can just go on a Spore spree and put all of his Pokemon to sleep. So we called this, but again, we're losing the Weather War here. And this Ice Beam, this is why I went for the Ice Beam. That should hopefully be in Mach Punch range now. Yeah, good. So we did call that one right. And the Kyurem can't wake up next turn. His Groudon can't wake up next turn either. So I think I don't know. I think there's a good chance he'll withdraw his Mawile, actually, now, to take the Spore, because surely now I'm going to Spore the Mawile, and I can just waste, he can waste that turn by bringing in the Groudon, like that. So I'm actually going to go. I'm making some hard calls here. Maybe I don't have to. I'm going to go for a Mach Punch onto the Kyurem and Ice Beam into the Mawile. This is risky. Ooh, I call it right though. Good. Good. Really good. Because the Groudon, again, it can't wake up. So when the Mawile comes back in, I can fire a Spore at it. If it protects, the Groudon has still only got a 1 in 3 chance of waking up and knocking out my Breloom before... Ooh, oh, actually survives that. Before... I can try Sporing it again. Yeah, I'm surprised. Maybe this Kyurem is slow. I really didn't expect it to survive that. I mean, we're making the right moves, but... Okay, so Groudon can't wake up, so I'm just going to go for a Mach Punch into the Kyurem, because the Kyurem can wake up. And I'm going to go for another Ice Beam into the Groudon. The Groudon, he might switch it back into the Mawile. Don't think he will this turn, though. Another Ice Beam into it could maybe put it into Mach Punch range, if I'm lucky. So, yeah, we lost the Weather War, but I'm not sure if we're actually going to lose the proper war, the battle. This is actually interesting. Because again, if this Groudon goes down, and that does look like Mach Punch range, if this Groudon goes down, I can use my water attacks on his Mawile. So, what do I want to do? If I Mach Punch the Groudon and he wakes up and protects, then I can't Scald the Mawile. I could try and Spore the Mawile, and if it's a speed tie, 50% I win. If it's not a speed tie, well, it's not a speed tie, then I win. If it's a speed tie and he wins, and wakes up, yeah, I feel like it's actually safer to go for a Spore onto the Mawile and another Ice Beam into the Groudon. A Sucker Punch isn't going to do too much to my Kyogre, so I'm not too worried about that. Groudon does actually stay asleep. It looks like he was trying to protect there. And yeah, he's not protecting his Mawile this turn. He's not even Sucker Punching. So, yeah, Groudon goes down, and the Mawile's going to go to sleep. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that we've won this game, but I'm pretty happy that we have, actually, because we lost the Weather War, but we didn't lose the battle. So, I'm really chuffed, actually. Yeah, we made some really hard reads, and they really paid off for us. So, yeah, I'm happy. And we've won the game. Yeah, he forfeits. So, yeah, this guy, was he... Who was he? Otaku. Don't know where the guy was from, but yeah, good game, I suppose. So let's, continue. Hopefully we can win another game. If we don't, then, whatever. Unfortunate, but at least we had a good start. Hopefully we can, win more games than we lose in this week, though. I suppose if we do continue to do 2 battles per episode, we have actually won 3 battles now. So at worst, we can break even this week. But hopefully we will actually win some more games. So we'll see what we get, I suppose. Ooh, this guy's got a big I rating, over 1,800. Axolotl VGC from Sweden. Ooh, Weavile is a problem for this team. Yes, it is. Kyurem looks really nice here, though. Kyurem looks really nice here. I'm just a bit worried. I'm really worried about that Weavile. Like, I'm worried about it having low kick. They don't tend to. Oh, it's disconnected on me. Well, I'll take that win. I'll take your points, mate. But it would have been nice to play that out. So, who knows? Yeah. Would you, with a rating over 1,800, just forfeit them all like that? I don't know. Maybe he just didn't want to be on YouTube, I suppose. Which is fair enough. But, I'll take your points. Thank you, Mr. Man from Sweden. Yeah, I mean, looking at that matchup, Kyurem was amazing there. Like, very good against Amoonguss because I got a Lumberry. Very good against Thundurus because I got a Lumberry. Good against Landorus unless he's scarfed with Superpower or Rock Slide, I suppose. Doesn't take much damage from his Kyogre either, and can hit it back for, Dragon Pulses and stuff. Okay against his Rayquaza, can Icy Wind and stuff. If he had Draco Meteor, then maybe not so much. The only thing, we actually get a really similar team here, so the difference here is he's got a Mawile over where the other guy had an Amoonguss. This guy's got a Crobat too, but this guy's got 2 threats for the Kyurem. The last guy just had 1. So we do get another Weavile. But this is a bit different. Yeah. I'm really worried about that Weavile. I really am. I'm not sure if he leads with his Crobat, although if he leads with Weavile Crobat, then he could. Do we want Lipard? Because again, Kyurem does look good here. We just have to worry about the Mawile now. And yeah. If I go editing this team, I have to make it better against Weavile, I think. I'm just at its wheel, really. Yeah, not good. I think Lipard King, like, this is a really bad lead if he leads with Mawile and Weavile. But I think there's a decent chance he will. I think I do want Breloom here, and I think I want Kyogre as well. So no Scizor. Thundurus was definitely a consideration here, but we'll leave it behind. I don't know. It would have been nice to, you know, get the paralysis onto the Weavile, I suppose. But I mean, I am bringing Breloom because I could just Mach Punch it too. So we'll see how it goes, I guess. That is Weavile and Thundurus. Okay, well, I don't mind this, actually. I don't mind this because Kyurem has got the Lumberry, and this is actually one of the reasons why Kyurem has got the Lumberry on it. Either we're going to trade Fake Outs here, which I don't mind, or he's going to Fake Out my Lipard and probably Thunder Wave my Kyurem, and in which case I'll survive the Thunder Wave. My Lumberry will unparalyze me, and with the Icy Wind, which I'm going to go for, I will break a Sash on the Weavile, make myself faster than the Weavile. I will make my Lipard faster than his Thundurus, if it is a max speed Thundurus as well. And this Lipard has got Taunt on it, so I will be able to taunt him before he can Thunder Wave me again next turn. So this is almost perfect how this is played out here, as long as my Icy Winds hit, which they do. Good. And that's actually a Weavile. Look at that, it's a Weavile. It's a Life Orb Weavile, as we note from the Fake Out damage. So that guy's probably just thinking, what on earth just happened? I'm not sure if he'll try and Thunder Wave me again. He might do. But I think I do just want to taunt the Thundurus here, because I am faster. And I could Fusion Flare the Weavile, but I don't think it would knock it out. I really do want to knock out the Weavile. Dragon Pulse, I mean. A Fusion Flare would knock out the Weavile, obviously, but I kind of want to Dragon Pulse that slot. I'm expecting like a Kyurem Kyogre rather switch in, but I don't like it when my play seems so obvious. Actually, he stays in, and his Weavile's going to be going down, so fantastic. If he Thunder Waves here, then even better. Which he does, yeah. And the Fusion Flare is going to knock out his Weavile. Fantastic. Yeah, that worked out perfectly. So that is a 101 of why I have got Lumberry on Kyurem. The amount of times, I suppose, using Gravity with Kyurem on that team, the amount of times they just Thunder Waved into it, and the amount of games that cost me. So, you know, this is a direct result of that. So, again, Kyurem is definitely faster than his... Well, definitely faster than both of them. No, we could be speed tying with Rayquaza here. Kyurem's 95, isn't it? So, I suppose it depends on if he's got Draco Meteor again. I do definitely want to Icy Wind. I don't think he'll have Draco Meteor, so I'm going to go for a foul play onto the Thundurus and another Icy Wind, because I think he might withdraw the Thundurus into his Kyogre, maybe, and it'd be nice to get some more damage onto it, but he doesn't. If he does Mega Evolve, then this is just going to knock the Thundurus out as well, unless he's got like a Citrus Berry, I suppose. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we get the Icy Wind on his Rayquaza, because that'll put it slower than the rest of our team too. He protects, which is fair enough, but hopefully this is going to knock out his Thundurus. He's taunted, he can't do anything. Combination of attacks hopefully will knock it out. Oh, it is a Citrus Berry actually, so he's going to survive this with his Delta Winds. Yeah, so we do hit at least. And yeah, he does survive. That is in Mach Punch range though now. And he's just going to Thunderbolt the life with, I'm sure. Might not knock me out. Oh, that was close. Just because it is a bulky one with the Citrus Berry, as we saw. So I've got options. I can bring in my Kyogre now. And actually I quite like that, because it would get rid of his Delta Winds. I'd be able to freely Icy Wind. The problem again is if he's got Draco Meteor and will knock out my Kyurem. Because I'm pretty sure this Kyurem is EV'd to survive exactly a Jolly Life Orb Dragon Ascent from Rayquaza. So, I mean, I could put Breloom in because I could freely Mach Punch the Thundurus because it is still taunted, he can't taunt me. I suppose I could freely Spore the Rayquaza, actually, too. But maybe I want to keep Breloom safe because I'm expecting he's got his Kyogre in the back. So I am going to put Kyogre in. My Kyogre is also EV to survive a Life Orb Dragon Ascent from Jolly Rayquaza. So it's not banded, he did just protect. We're getting rid of his Delta Stream. His Thundurus is still taunted, so he can't Thunder Wave me, and both of our Pokemon are faster than it. So I'm free to Icy Wind and something else. I'm definitely Icy Winding. Definitely Icy Winding. I don't think Water Spout is so necessary. I think he's got to try and target the Kyurem. So maybe I could just Water Spout. But if he does target the Kyogre, then I'm not going to be doing much. I suppose if he does do that, then Kyurem gets a nice free hit off, which would be amazing. Maybe I'll Scald, just because the worst case scenario is he brings his Kyogre in for his Rayquaza, and Water Spout is not going to do too much damage to it. Ice Beam is going to do even less to it. Scald has the potential to burn it, so I'm going to Scald it and Icy Wind here. Ooh, it's actually got Swords Dance. Oh, well, I really hope my Icy Wind hits here then. This game just comes down to if my Icy Wind hits, because this double target of Scald, Icy Wind will knock it out. Whew, good. Yeah, it is Focus Sash. I didn't explicitly say, but I was, you know, having the Focus Sash in mind, obviously. So yeah, and the Scald here, yeah, fantastic. Monday's video went really well. I'm actually surprised how well this is going as well. So yeah, nice. I'll take it. I mean, we haven't won the game yet. I'm sure he probably has got his Kyogre in the back. He won't have had his Mawile because he Mega Evolved his Rayquaza. It has to be his Kyogre, surely. Yeah, so if it is Kyogre, we definitely have won the game. That is a Kyogre, okay. Yeah, because, I mean, we've got Breloom in the back with a Focus Sash. So, you know, we can survive, we can Bullet Seed him, even if it comes to that. But, you know, look, I've got my own Kyogre and Kyurem on max health, so he's probably just going to forfeit here. I'm just going to Scald him and Dragon Pulse him. No need to do anything different. Yeah, he forfeits. So, yeah, no complaints at all. This team is actually doing some work. So, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the team. And we managed to, you know, claim a few points along the way as well. So thanks a lot for watching this, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Stay tuned for Friday, where we'll do the last ever episode of Battlespot with this capture card. But like I'm saying, hopefully I will get my own capture card in the time between recording this and this going out. So fingers crossed. So yeah, thanks for watching this, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like and share and comment and you know, all of that lot. Again, I do appreciate all of it. So thank you very much. And cheerio. Goodbye for now. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Ciao.